picnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Kaepernick. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
22 yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big run there by Jones. 45 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play.
Hello, Eric.
Down.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick being chased out left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. A dump underneath to Jones. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. And throw here, that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Room here to run. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the Buccaneers' 4-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that one blown up quick.
See that shit, Eric? You watching the stream?
Before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. This is Jones. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, They're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. On the ground, it's Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun.
What?
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
19. Buccaneers 3. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing.
Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Kaepernick. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Following the interception, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Now Landry. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 2nd and 7. Mayfield. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And got his man complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And he finds Gronk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That's caught left side by Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 14-yard line.
On second and 11 now, Mayfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. K.J. Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Browns continue to roll.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Browns 40, Buccaneers 3. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. They run it again with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
3rd and 4.
Check down, 81, 65. King.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's into the
Waddle's my man.
Tampa Bay touchdown.
Freaking amazing. Roll Tide.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game. And this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Now
Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And again it's Chubb. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Let's go, baby. Mike 52, Mike 52. Rip right.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21, the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Browns 47, Buccaneers 10. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick 6. Uncorks one for Davis. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 11 now.
I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Chubb. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Seibert's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And a Buccaneer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd and 13.
Today's a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So
You see that, Eric? You still watching the stream?